Power. More power is always better, right? With vacuums, isn't the more powerful one always better? Or is there more to it than that? Samsung jumped ahead of the competition with their new Bespoke AI Jet Ultra. The main update over the previous Bespoke Jet is the addition of an extremely powerful 400 air watt motor. This is the sort of motor you usually see in a corded vacuum, but this is a cordless model. It's the most powerful motor in a cordless vacuum we've ever seen. Does it give Samsung the edge over the market leader? Dyson? Will it peel the carpet right off your floors or the varnish right off your hardwood? Hi, I'm Evan from Ratings.com, here to answer all that and more. Let's cut straight to the chase here. Floorhead design is where the rubber meets the road in vacuum land, and Samsung's floorhead design on the Bespoke AI Jet Ultra means that you can't put all this power to good use. See this floorhead? It's the same as the previous model, the Bespoke Jet. It has an unpowered fluffy roller in front, which rolls only if the small wheels on either side rotate. If they're not in very firm contact with the floor, this roller will be dragged along instead of rotating. Also, note how large the opening to the main brush roll is. What does this mean for hard floor pickup? It means this. It plows medium and large debris forward, and even some fine debris too. If it can't pass under the fluffy roller, it can't get picked up by the main brush roll, and it doesn't matter how much power or suction the vacuum delivers, it's out of reach of the primary brush roll, and material gets left behind. We suppose you could pick up the floorhead and go back and mash the brush roll on top of the debris pile, but should you really have to do this in a vacuum this expensive? If the brush roll is moving, it might fling all this material around, and if you stop it, you'll have to wait for the AI to reconfigure the vacuum each time. More on this later. It's a little better on carpets, where there's space in between the carpet fibers to push down debris so it can be picked up by the main brush roll. But a vacuum shouldn't rely on embedding material even deeper into carpets so that it can pick it up. Fine debris can get pushed out of reach of the brush roll, and if the vacuum can't lift it out by brute force, debris gets left behind. It's worse on high-pile carpets, where the fine material is even further out of reach. An obvious implication of a motor this powerful is its effect on battery life. Though Samsung equips the Bespoke AI Jet Ultra with a high-capacity 3,970 mAh battery, it's not enough. In its highest power jet mode, attached to its crevice tool, combination tool, or pet tool, this vacuum has a battery life of, wait for it, 2 minutes. Yes, you heard that right, 2 minutes! And that's with a fully charged battery fresh off the charger. You'd be hard-pressed to clean crumbs off a couch in 2 minutes. Or less than that if you've used the battery a little and it's not at 100% charge. Once you've depleted the battery, you have to wait for more than 2.5 hours for it to recharge before you can clean the rest of the crumbs off the couch. That's a respectable recharge time for a battery this big, but still. The older Bespoke Jet used a much smaller 2,500 mAh battery, but lasts longer at full power while delivering similar performance. Things are a little better with the powered floorhead attached. We measured 15 minutes on bare floors and 13 minutes on carpet. It seems like the addition of the floorhead motor restricts current flow to the motor due to a current limitation of the battery. Even so, that's not a lot of time to complete a big cleaning job. Most of the time, you're going to want to turn down the suction motor so that you can have decent battery life. And that kind of defeats the purpose of having such a powerful motor, don't you think? But does it suck? Yes, it does, but not as much as we'd hoped. Its suction is a little higher than its predecessor, the Samsung Bespoke Jet, but this increase is hardly enough to justify this huge motor and its negative effect on battery life. Simply put, that floorhead distributes that suction force over a very large area. Designs with smaller floorhead openings, yet weaker motors, like the Dyson Gen 5 Detect, can exert more suction. It's a shame that the Samsung can't use all that power to generate higher suction. The only other new feature in the Bespoke AI Jet Ultra is in the name, AI. The vacuum uses AI along with a sensor in the floorhead to automatically configure the vacuum's suction power and brush roll speed. The vacuum takes 10 to 15 seconds to configure itself after placing it on the floor. This might not sound like much, and it might work fine for larger cleaning jobs of an entire floor, but you might get annoyed at this wait when you just want a quick spot clean which would take all of 20 seconds. You'd probably just manually select the suction mode and get on with the job. That won't allow you to set the brush roll speed though, and it renders this new feature kind of pointless. It's not all bad news though. Like its predecessor, the Bespoke Jet, the Bespoke AI Jet Ultra comes with an auto empty dock, which both charges the vacuum and empties its dustbin. This is a great feature, and we'd like to see this more often. It increases the effective dirt capacity of the entire system, and it means that you won't have to open up the dustbin and empty it out yourself, which could potentially release a cloud of dust. Instead, you dispose of a sealed dust bag when it's full. It's clean and hygienic, making it great for people with allergies. This is a rare feature. You can't get this with Dyson. The news about the floor head is really a shame, because this would be a great vacuum otherwise. It's well built and feels sturdier than a Dyson vacuum. It's also easy to maintain, with parts that fit together pretty well. It's quiet too, even quieter than its predecessor actually. Its HEPA filter also seals in fine particles pretty well, and its pit hair pickup performance is great. But the whole point of this vacuum is its powerful motor. We can judge whether or not this is successful based on its increased performance over its predecessor, the Samsung Bespoke Jet. Both share the same auto-empty docking station and the same floor head design. And yes, the new model performs better than the old model. Just slightly better though, and not enough to justify the substantial price increase and negative impact on battery life. The addition of the AI auto-configuration system doesn't justify the cost increase either, since it's so slow as to not offer much value for smaller cleaning jobs. An example of a vacuum with better floor head design that's better able to make use of its weaker motor is the Dyson Gen 5 Detect. Though it only has a 262 air-watt motor, it makes better use of that with its smaller floor head opening and offers better suction and better performance. It's not as well built and doesn't come with an auto-empty dock though. Would a vacuum like the Ultra but with a better floor head be the perfect vacuum? How about something like the Samsung Jet 90 Complete? It has a smaller floor head with one big roller. It performs better than the Ultra on hard floors, but it doesn't perform as well on carpets. And the auto-empty dock is available, but has to be purchased separately. So, an auto-empty dock with a better floor head. The Samsung Jet 75 seems to tick both those boxes. It comes with an auto-empty dock and a small floor head with a stiff, bristled brush roll. It also has a better battery life. Unfortunately, the performance improvement on bare floors is only minimal, and it performs much worse on carpets. So it seems like this isn't the right balance either. Now that we've gone through all that, let's ask again, is power everything? We've seen that you can't actually use all the power the Samsung Bespoke AI Jet Ultra offers you, so what good is it? Yeah, it performs better than its previous version, but it sure should, since it has that extremely powerful motor. And you can't really put all that power to use, since it severely limits battery life. Its floor head design limits its performance anyway. Does the marginal performance improvement justify the substantial price increase? In our opinion, no. No, it doesn't. You'd be better served with the older Samsung Bespoke Jet, and if you're looking for better performance, take a look at the Dyson Gen 5 Detect, which actually costs about the same as the Samsung Bespoke AI Jet Ultra right now, but performs better on almost every floor surface. There you have our opinion on the most powerful cordless vacuum we've tested to date. To see our complete test data, be sure to check out the full review on our website. Until next time, I'm Evan from Ratings.com, where we help you find the best products for your needs.